morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here. For today's video, I thought I'd share with you guys how my planner lineup is going and just some updates that I've made along the way. I see people doing their kind of first quarter review or updates on YouTube now, and I don't know if I'm going to limit it to the first quarter, which is January, February, March, but just more in general, like how it's going since it's already mid-April. I have brought all my journals that I think you guys should recognize at this point that I've shown on my channel at some point, whether they've been in a lineup video or I've kind of transitioned into them. So today I will be talking about, or just briefly mentioning actually, just my take a note, Hobonichi Day-Free, my Hobonichi Hon, a Moleskine, 2 Hobonichi Weeks, a traveler's passport size, the Hobonichi Weekly Supplement, and a Moleskine pocket notebook here. So I will try to create timestamps when I show them on my channel or in this video. So if you're interested in a specific notebook and how it's going for me, I will try to put that in hopefully. And so yeah, I will try to make this video a bit more organized, and I will start with kind of the smaller items, or actually maybe I should start with the items that I no longer use because there are a few here. So yeah, I will clear my desk and go through them one by one, and if you're interested and want to hear me chat about it, please keep watching. Thank you. Okay, so this is my take a note, and I started this take a note at the beginning of the year, and I was so excited to jump into this take a note, and I waited to January 1st, which is when I usually start all my journals for the year, and I quickly realized that this was not going to work for me. I think I stopped using this, what is this, January 17th here, and yeah, it just didn't work for me. I thought I could move from how I was using my Hobonichi Hon from last year into my take a note because I want to use it for time blocking for work, and it just failed, and I don't know, just I didn't vibe with it. But I'm still keeping this notebook because I thought it would be good to try again in the future. I kind of believe that sometimes certain planners and journals work for certain moments of your life. Like sometimes I see people like the Hobonichi Weeks like work for them, but then it doesn't work for them in the future, or like the Hobonichi Cousin works or doesn't work for them, but then works for them in other scenarios in their life. So I really feel like planners and journals really fit moments of your life, and this was unfortunately not this like take a notes time for me. Like I said, I will keep the notebook, this planner, and I will probably revisit the take a note in general, like the brand, maybe in 2 to 3 years, I think, to see where I'm at life, and maybe it's just gonna be the most perfect fit, but for now it's not. I replaced the take a note with this weekly supplement. It is a weekly supplement that I got on sale in 2021. It was like a spring edition. You know, I think they get like 50% off, so it doesn't cost much at all. And I redated it, and I've been redating it ever since. So what I did was, from this take a note, for the first 2 weeks that I was in it, I basically just put the time blocking in the beginning and then filled in stickers and just kind of guessed certain things, but I kind of made up, or like what I did during this week, during these weeks for the most part, but yeah, and then I jumped into it here. So what I tend to do for my weekly supplement is I usually color block the week. So instead of doing like certain tasks are a different color, I just make the whole thing green or yellow or blue, and it's been working really well for me. I've actually used a weekly supplement before, I think in 2022, I think, or maybe it was even 2021, I'm not sure. But I used it in a very similar way. So I colored blocked, or like had a color theme, for the week, and yeah, I kept it consistent for a while. But I will show you last week. This is how it's currently looking. It's quite bare. I really only use it to mark my work schedule, or like when I work, since I have to record that for my job. I don't even decorate it or color block it, but I will go back and decorate this in the future. I've just been so busy, and I think this one here is a good representation of like what it looks like throughout the week, because I decorated this like, okay, I have like blue theme, since I actually wrote in blue for this week. So I made it blue, and I don't know, it's just so plain and blank, but I think I will fill in, like put some cute stickers or something on the sides. It's definitely not as like consistent as it was in the very beginning, where I had like I was more recording like all the activities I did during the day. This is just for work now, and I've kind of shifted into this style because it's worked for me, and I really don't know if I have the time to kind of time block every specific thing. There's a lot of things going on in my life right now. We have actually guests here, and we've been doing a lot of traveling, just staying busy and just doing things out of the ordinary, like we go for breakfast and lunches and dinner. So it's really hard to kind of sit down and time block my whole day in this weekly supplement. So that's kind of the shift that's going on, and I think this is also okay. So this is how it's working for me. So I went from the Take a Note to this weekly supplement, and they're very different in sizes, even though this is, I would say, they don't say this is an A6 size, but they or Hobonichi, I mean, sells this as kind of like a companion to the original Techo, which is the A6 Techo. And so they're very different in sizes, and this one is working way better for me this year. Okay, so here I have my day free. I don't show this too much on my channel. I started this in 2022, and I use it as a school notebook. So any online courses that I'm taking, I put my notes in here. For the first year, actually use the calendar because it worked for the school year, but now it's 2024. The calendar, the yearly calendar, or the monthly calendars in the front, no longer have any use to me. So I'm just using it right now to take notes in the back here. I don't know what else to show. I think one thing I do is between every course, because I take one course at a time basically, I put a big sticker or a big washi tape to kind of make a big panel for it. So this is another one here. I put all these tree washi after my course here, and yeah, that's what I've been doing. This is kind of my page breaker for this course, and yeah, I've just been steadily going with this. No fanfare or anything like that, just using it as a notebook, and yeah, I want to finish this up, and yeah, I still think it's really cute. And I think 2022 is a really cute year because at the bottom, instead of a flip book, there's these really cute illustrations at the bottom. I look at them every once in a while, so nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. I'm not doesn't affect anything of that I'm writing, but it's nice to just see these little characters every once in a while at the corner when I'm taking notes for school. So yeah, that's how my day free is going. Okay, so this is my Hobonichi Hon. I have a cover on it that I got at a stationery event. It reminds me of the little things from the Hobonichi release this year. I think the last time I had a real longer discussion on this Hobonichi Hon was that I was deciding between this and the Take a Note, and I decided to use them both at the time of filming. I thought I would time block in my Take a Note, and then this one I thought would be for more creative purposes, and then I switched this into a travel journal. So I'm still using that, and how it's going is that basically every time I travel or there's something big, I decorate it for that day. So there's I think it's 80% blank from when I started January 1st. All these pages are blank, but there are some pages that I do decorate for, this is leap day, and then I went on a trip here in Nara. So I have been bringing this as kind of a travel journal, and in the beginning actually I enjoyed pasting in this kind of tear-off calendar and then decorating them, and I did that for a while, and then I started to decorate them with some of my washi tape. So I think this kind of shows my evolution from having it kind of a cute creative space, a daily kind of journal, or I don't know, just creative space, and then now it's again into a travel journal. So yeah, it looks like this, and I am keeping with this travel journal idea. I haven't thought like long term about what this like final Hobonichi Hon will look like, because there'll be so many blank pages because I'm not traveling every day. But like, what am I gonna do with the little blank pages? I'm thinking that for the first like half of this, like for January, when I tend to not go on so many vacations, I think I'm just gonna decorate it like with washi tape. Like whenever I see something inspiring on YouTube, or I don't know, I just want to like play with my washi tape, I will still probably do it in the front here, so in the first like January month. And then I'm thinking of either continuing this on as a travel journal like in the future, so like next year, if I go on a trip on say February 22nd, 26th here, I will journal it in this like travel. If I travel on this day, I will put it in here, or maybe close enough kind of thing. Like if I travel in February, I'll bring this with me and then put that travel journal, like that kind of travel journaling in here. That's just my tentative plan, I guess, since I'm not entirely sure how this journal will be for me at the end of the year. I think if it's just too empty, or you know, just like maybe I just don't go on enough trips this year, or it hasn't evolved into something else, I'm not entirely sure if I'll archive this for like long term, or if, yeah, maybe I'll just hold on to it and use it for notes pages like I do my day free. Maybe I will use the blank pages for you know, just note taking or something. I'm not sure. So this is gonna be this kind of weird collection, I guess, of journaling pages. That's how I'm viewing it right now. So I think a future update will maybe shed more light on what this will turn into by the end of the year. But currently it's a travel journal and it's working for me. I enjoy taking this with me. I take this one and my Hobonichi Weeks with me when I travel now. So I went on a trip to Kyushu and I took these two with me and I really enjoyed it. One thing I do like about the A6 size is that stamps work really, really well like this. This is like, I messed up because I stamped so hard. It like bled through to the back like crazy, so I can't even read what I wrote here. But anyways, I like that you can fit bigger stamps in here. And then this one, I want to print out photos and tape in some of the brochures and things in the back here. So this one's gonna get quite chunky, and I don't know, I just find that they're very different for me. Like this one, again, I write a little bit more short things to fit it in the weekly pages, and this one I just like journal just when I'm like sitting somewhere, or I don't know, just want to like reflect about the moment. So they both serve me really well, even though they kind of overlap on purposes. But yeah. Okay, so next, my Hobonichi Weeks. I will do them together because nothing really has changed. As you guys know, my Hobonichi Weeks is kind of like my go-to planner. I don't see like myself changing from it from next year anyways. I love this planner. I use this one for memory keeping, so journaling, and this one's for planning. I've kept it quite consistent. I'll show you guys the early pages now. This is the beginning of the year, and then I went to several museums, and then yeah, just decorated it kind of cutely. I went to see that, and then went on a little train journey. So yeah, just how I'm normally doing it basically. Nothing really special per se. My Hobonichi Weeks here as a planner is doing well. It's a mega. This is a 2021 version, so I'm redating it. My redating is going quite well, I would say. I'm now like implementing something that I did for I think March, or maybe I did in February, where I would white out the number, the date, and then put the sticker directly on top, because when I started initially, I put it to the side of it so I could see both of them and not kind of create bulk on one edge. But just for simplicity's sakes, I've been just doing it like this way, so white out and then tape over it. So it is creating a little bit of a bump now, considering this is my 3rd month doing it, I think. So that's like 12 weeks of this kind of bump now. and I'm not entirely sure how we'll change that going forward, but yeah, it's just the same, I guess. Nothing really like noteworthy here. I track the weather, I track my meetings and appointments, and then I have a to-do list most of the time on the side. If not, I don't. In the back, I have certain things that I track in the back. I have these little stickers on it. I track the movies and TV shows that I watch and finish. And this year, I've been doing something different where I write my opinion on it. I've never done that before for my notes pages. I usually draw something like the poster, or I don't know, do something different. But this year I'm like, I want to write my opinion on it. So I've been doing that for my TV and notes. And then in the back here, I've also started to track how much I'm spending on this Techo. So not much this year. I've only bought 4 items for this Techo, and everything else I've owned before, or the kind of leftover scraps, or yeah, something I've used last year and continue to use this next year. So again, I've only bought 4 items for this particular notebook, and then I'm tracking other things. And in the back here is this last little tab is my work section. So the pages in front are my work notes, which I won't show at this time. And yeah, so that's how I've divided my notes pages in the back, and it's working for me. So yeah, same old thing for my Hobonichi Weeks. Nothing exciting here, but yeah, just the kind of classic way I'm using it. And yeah, next I think I will move to this one here. This is my museum Techo. I moved out of my Hobonichi Weeks, museum weeks that I had as kind of like my hobby or my interest journal for a while. I had that for, I want to say 2 years or a year and a half. But for 2024, I decided to move into this Moleskine, and it is a collaboration or a special edition with the Van Gogh Museum. And I thought it would really fit the theme of museum, like as a museum journal. And I don't want to say I've fallen off because I haven't been to a museum since I started using this, but I have a feeling that I won't bring this to a museum anymore. Like, I'm feeling like I'm already falling off of it. And that is because, one, I think is the size. I think this is a great size, if you don't mind carrying it along with you, but unless I'm only going to a museum and back, I'd probably bring this. But when I'm traveling and I'm already bringing these two, and if there's like a museum, I'd rather put it in this one here than carry a third one for a specific moment. If I happen to stumble upon a museum that I want to go into, I'd rather put it in this travel journal actually than this this museum weeks by chance. So I don't want to bring this around with me, or like that's my feeling on it currently. Again, I haven't been to a museum since I started this, so I have gone to one. It looks like this, and it's really, really nice actually. This is from the exhibition called Light with Monet, I think. No, not Monet. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh no, this is a Tate collection, sorry. And I really like the way I decorated it, but it's just a bit big. I did some sketches from some of the art that I like. This one had a really cute cow, like portrait with like blue skies, and then this is kind of like architectural design. Anyway, so I have like put nice things in here, and I put a lot of time in here, but until I go to my next museum, I want to say that this is no longer in my lineup, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I really like the look of it. I really like the size of it. I mean, not the size of it. I don't like the size of it. I really like just I like the size of it, but I don't like carrying this size of notebook, I guess is what I want to say. And I'm not entirely sure if I'm deterred by this size moving forward, or again, like maybe just how I've done it here in the beginning, like if I do go to a specific exhibition, I'll bring this, but if I just stumble upon it, maybe it'll go into my other journal. Something like that will work for me, I think. But yeah, I haven't been in this one since January, so it's already April now. So, I'm kind of wavering on if this thing will make it to the end of the year. And, again, these pages don't go bad or anything like that, so I can keep using this for like a lifetime. But just as like my frequency of using out of everything that I have, I've used this the least, because at least the Take a Note I used for 2 weeks at least, and this one I've used for 1 day. So this one is kind of like the one that's on the chopping block with the Take a Note, but this one I guess has a better chance per se, is what I want to say. Anyways, I'm rambling. I got 2 more to go, and next I have here is my cafe journal. I got this really lovely strap from Traveler's Factory. It matches my camel cover so perfectly, and I switched into this camel cover from my olive one because I went to the Starbucks Reserve Roastery and I got this cover, and then I think a month ago, I want to say, I went to Kyoto, and they had this beautiful like leather strap, so they have it so you can like put it around your neck when you carry it. So I don't necessarily do that, but I like the functionality of this strap, and I do have a smaller bag now, so having this with its own strap has been really nice for me. And again, I just love how it matches and sits on the table like when I'm done. I mean, sorry, I'm so like have a hard time seeing the screen. But yeah, I just love the way it looks, and my cafe journal is going really well. I use this band from, or use this like, yeah, so this band is from Plotter, and then I have a pen loop from Moisture, I think. Is it? I'm not sure. I think it is. Anyways, and then here I have my inserts. I have some stickers. I have the reusable sticker paper book. I think that's what it's called. Removable sticker paper book. Oh, removable sticker book. I'm not sure, but I have that in the back here, and same things I've been using. Yeah, I just journal about my cafe like visits. I like stuff like this. I've been sketching a bit more. What else? Yeah, this is one of them. This is from Freckled Page. I think it's Freckled Fox. She has like a YouTube channel on field notes, and she's a great artist. So I was like, I haven't doodled in a while, and I'm inspired, so I drew her like character. I don't know what it's called, unfortunately, but yeah, I've been doodling a little bit more. I doodled here in the beginning, some things I ate at this cafe, but yeah, just consistent. I have a few cafe journals now completed, and yeah, I'm just making my way through this one. Very fun to do. Whenever I see like cafe stickers, I'm like, I gotta have that for my cafe notebooks. So it's like a great way for me to purchase like themed stickers, like or specific stickers, and then put them in here and use them immediately, because I tend to kind of hoard them. But for my cafe journal, I'm just like, I'm gonna buy a few cafe themed stickers, put it in here, and then it's like ready to use, and I don't feel that need to hoard them per se. So yeah, this is my cafe journal and my traveler's notebook. It's holding up really, really well. I don't like this strap in the back because it creates like a little bump, and I tend to like stamp things in here. I write on it, so I really like this method where I don't have to have it, and then I can just pull out this band like completely. So yeah, that's how this is going. And then lastly, if you are still hanging in there with me, is my pocket notebook. Like I said in a video or two ago, I'm really into the pocket notebook. This is from Moleskine here, and like I said in that video, I got this from my partner who won it kind of in a free lottery because he uses the Starbucks app here in Japan, and so he gave me one, so I have it, and I've fallen in love with the pocket notebook. I really want a field notes because those are the videos that I'm really like into watching right now. I'm still into watching like journaling videos, but I think kind of the field notes, I don't want to say like niche videos, or like, I don't know, that kind of people who have videos on field notes, they have a very different way of explaining how they use things, and it's slightly more different than the kind of more decorative journaling that I see, or I think a lot of Japanese YouTubers that I follow as well, their mentality is very, or not mentality, but their style, I mean to say, their style is very different than to seeing like English speaking field notes users. So I really like the kind of different groups, or not groups, but different styles that I see out there. So I feel like I like to watch a lot of Japanese YouTubers, like stationery YouTubers or journaling YouTubers, and then I have the English speaking kind of more decorative more chatty journalers. And then I have the kind of field notes group that I like as well, where they talk about functionality, motivation, productivity, mindfulness, and all things that I kind of adopted with my pocket notebook. It's going really, really well with me. I'm almost halfway through and I'm on day 23 now, so I don't check in this every day, but it's been really, really good for me to have just a space where I can just write down things. If you hadn't seen that video that I initially posted on my pocket notebook, I use this to help me stop scrolling in the morning on my phone, because that was the first thing I would do. And so why this notebook has worked so well for me so far is I initially was very motivated because every time when I woke up, I said I won't check my phone until I write something in here. So I would wake up, write like day 3, I'm awake, I haven't checked my phone or something. I would write something motivational, and then I'd allow myself to check my phone. So I could still scroll technically, but sometimes like writing a little bit in here in the morning really kind of sparked my productivity, kind of got my brain to be ticked on rather than like than to just kind of like be numbed by the scrolling on my phone. So yeah, it's been working really well for me. I don't necessarily use it for that purpose anymore. I just basically use it as kind of a like a almost everyday carrier, kind of like an everyday journal where I just write whatever, but I also tend to write things like how I'm feeling per se. So what did I write about today? And this is where I wrote about how my meeting went, my work meeting went last night, and I was really happy with how it went. I tend to be very kind of like social anxious when I'm talking on Zoom, so I wrote that it went really well. And then yeah, I just write other to-do lists. One thing that I did interesting that I would never do in my Hobonichi Weeks is I cut out a little section of it. And yeah, I'm sorry, maybe this is just like not important. And I'm rambling, but I actually found a pen that I liked at the stationery store. I was like, this pen is perfect. I love the way it wrote when I tested it. It didn't smear or anything like that, and it was perfect. So I bought it, and I came home, and I was like, hello, pocket notebook, and I started writing in it. It was like the worst pen I've ever had. It was like such a night and day. I started losing my voice. Sorry, I'm talking so much and so quickly that I lost my voice. But yeah, so I tried the pen at home and in my field notes, and it was like the opposite. It was like the worst pen ever. It bled through a little bit on this paper. I'm not quite sure. I mean, this is not Tomoe River paper, so, I don't expect like no bleed through or ghosting or anything like that. So, anyways, I tried it in here. I hated it. And for like 2 to 3 days, I was like, when I used this, I didn't like looking at it. So I made the decision to cut it out, and I actually love the look of it now. So when I flip through it, it has like this like gap when I flip through it, or like this kind of like floppy page. Yeah, I really, really like it. I think it's a smart decision. And like I said, I would never do this in my weeks, but for my pocket notebook, why not? Why not have fun? Why not just use it as I want? And it was really distracting for me. So, yeah, I had to cut it out. And it's so much better for me, actually. I enjoy this so much more. But yeah, that's my pocket notebook. And yeah, that's a lot of journals, a lot of notebooks, a lot of planners that I'm currently in. But a lot of things aren't daily for me. This one's definitely a daily one. And then my Hobonichi Weeks are as well. Oops. And then these ones. So this is what I use daily. So don't think that I tackle all those notebooks and journals at the same time. Yeah, these are my dailies. This is my going out ones. This one is my school one. So yeah, that's how it's going. I hope you guys enjoyed this long chatty video. Sorry, now there's a lot of noise and I lost my voice. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and it's great to kind of chat with you guys through my YouTube channel. So hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!